The Constitution states a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Gun control has recently been pushed to the forefront of today's society. You could bring up the simple topic of going hunting, and somebody would compare it to gun control. I want to tell you that I'm 100% in support of the right to bear arms. Now, referring back to the Constitution, it does not state how many guns we can have or what types of guns we can have. Therefore, the government should not be able to tell us what we can and cannot possess. It is my belief that guns don't kill people, people kill people. Forbes magazine reports gun crime has dropped over 39% over the last 18 years, and non-fatal crimes have decreased 69%. However, if you break the numbers down a little further, in the state of New York, 18% of the population own a firearm, while there are only 517 deaths a year. In the state of California, 21% of the population owns firearms, and there are 1,200 murders in 1 year. Now, if you look at Montana, 57.7% of the population own a firearm, and they only had 12 deaths an entire year. And 51% of the population own a firearm in North Dakota, and they only had 4 deaths by a firearm in 1 year. Based on these stats, it can be easily known that a state with more guns owned has less crimes. It's being because you have more people that have the ability to protect themselves. When you have states with low numbers of gun ownership, you're going to have more crime. The gun crime rates in cities like New York and Chicago are astronomical, yet they have the strictest gun laws. While places like Nevada and Vermont have very few gun crimes in comparison to the national rate, and they have the loosest gun laws. By allowing law-abiding citizens to protect themselves deters the average criminal. So why is gun control an ongoing topic in this country? Is it because most horrific crimes are against children, so therefore we create the most conversation about it? There is someone getting killed by guns every day in this country, yet crime does not create a national conversation over gun control. What makes their crimes less horrific and worthy of gun control conversation than the mass shootings we talk about regularly? The Washington Post states that after every horrific shooting, it is human nature to search for clues that might explain what happened and how to keep it from happening again. The question over gun control comes to the forefront when we have a catastrophic shootings incident such as Columbine and Sandy Hook school shootings. With Columbine, it brought bullying into the conversation, and the Sandy Hook school shooting brought school safety laws front and center. Bullying is an ongoing problem in this country, and if anything, it has gotten considerably worse since Columbine. With Sandy Hook, it's easy to correct the security issues at school, but what other underlying problem is there? What makes someone kill their own mother just to gain access to her guns? I believe the conversation should include mental illness. It is easy to say that anyone who commits a mass shooting is mentally ill. Decades of research shows that the majority of mentally ill people do not commit a violent act. So the question really is, how do we decide who is able to possess a firearm and who is not without violating their rights? Throughout all this information, I've been laying the groundwork to persuade you to be against gun control legislation. I've given you all this information to show that more laws do not diminish crime, nor it prevent tragedy. It does not prevent illegal gun sales or people getting caught in the crossfire. Enforcing more gun control or taking away our constitutional rights will neither prevent nor reduce acts of violence by someone who does not have the right to possess a firearm in the first place. There is always going to be some kind of tragedy thirsting with this topic in the forefront of the conversation. As I started with this, I will end with this. The Constitution states, a well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Thank you.